Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So, wow. As you can tell, I'm sitting on the floor of Kyla's room right now because she's playing and I wanted to film this little Q&A for you guys. I was thinking, and if you don't know, and you're strictly here just from my personal channel, I have a couples channel with my boyfriend Cameron, right? And a lot of times on that channel, we'll do a video and like the entire video is just about that one topic, okay? So for example, if we do a going to the aquarium vlog, it's only gonna be us going to the aquarium. But on my personal channel, if you guys have seen, I do more of like a jumble of things into one video. And that's kind of the style that I wanna have on this channel. But the point of me saying all that is that I have this topic I've been wanting to talk about to you guys, but I didn't think it needed to be a entire video itself because I like uploading long videos for you guys, and I also like having more than just like one subject per video, if that makes sense. At least at this point in time, like it's not that serious for me to do its own thing. If you see me itching my arm a lot, my eczema is flaring up. So I'll get into, huh? Mommy is working. So I figured I would do a little Q&A for you guys with a whole bunch of questions to kind of give you guys updates on certain things in my life, but also answer the main question, which I guess I'll just jump into right now. And that is, am I still breastfeeding? So the reason I felt like this was very, very, very important for me to talk about, one, and two, like bring light to, is because I am so beyond so proud of myself, okay? I am so freaking proud of myself that I made it to almost 2 years of nursing Kyla. Now, I'm gonna give like a little bit of a my journey type of thing, and then we'll hop into the Q&A. So pretty much, I started breastfeeding when she was born, obviously. I had a great supply. I almost got mastitis at one point because I was so full, so engorged. I had a lot of help regarding like keeping my supply up because after about, I wanna say about 5.5 months, so she was exclusively breastfed and pumping. I didn't give her any formula. What happened, baby? You need help? No formula, no nothing. Not that there's anything wrong with it, I'm just telling you my journey. Around her 6 months, my supply started to go down, and I don't know, my mom said it wasn't going down, that it was just me regulating, but it felt like she wasn't getting enough at that point. And I know at 6 months you can kind of start food, so we were transitioning to that, but I also was like, you know what, like for the milk aspect of things, let me lighten up on like being so, because I had the mindset where I was like, I don't want to give her formula. I feel like a failure if I give her formula. And I feel like a lot of moms have that guilt, you know what I mean? But to be completely honest, that was so like shallow of me to sit there and think that way, because it's not, now that I have given her formula and I kind of bit the bullet and like got that under my belt, there's nothing wrong with formula. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. And I wish I had that mindset. Hi, baby. I wish I had that mindset going into my pregnancy with her, that like I wasn't so hard on myself, where like I felt like I would have been shamed if I, you know, started with formula in the beginning or whatever it is. Whatever the case may be, there's nothing wrong with it. And now going into my second pregnancy, whenever that will be, I'll know that like it's okay if I need to crutch on something for a bit or whatever it is. I introduced formula to her at 6 months. We did like Bub's formula. She loved it. I loved it because it had really good ingredients for her. It was just great. So we introduced that. We introduced food as well. I was still nursing. 1 year hit, she stopped with formula and we switched over to a toddler formula. So the brand Bubs that we used of her actual formula, they had a like a toddler formulation, which we still use on occasion here and there, but yeah, it goes up, I think it's from like 12 months to 36 months. My arm is so itchy. A habit that we got into from the beginning, we nursed to sleep. In the first couple weeks of her life, we co-slept, like she slept in between Cameron and I. We were on the edge of the bed and she was directly in the center, no blankets, just swaddled up. Then we switched to a bedside bassinet. When she outgrew that, then we switched to a pack and play next to our bed. Then about when she was, I want to say about 6 months or so, no, it was more than that. It was January of 24. So she was about like 9 months, 8, 9 months. We went on vacation. And And on vacation, she slept in bed with us because they didn't have, well, they had a portable crib, but she just wasn't hearing it. That's when the co-sleeping began. And I don't hate it. I absolutely love co-sleeping with her. And we still co-sleep with her out of choice, not because she won't let us. We just love co-sleeping with her. We've been co-sleeping ever since then, but when we started co-sleeping, she still wasn't sleeping through the night. Like, because she would just wake up and want B-O-O-B-I-E. I can't say it because she's right here and I don't want to trigger anything. When she would sleep at my aunt's house, she would always sleep through the night there. And I know her and my uncle would tire her out, and we would do the same thing here, but she would always wake up in the middle of the night and need it to fall asleep for a nap. In the morning time, she would get super frustrated if she couldn't get it. It was just like a whole thing. And once again, she wasn't sleeping through the night, and she was sleeping through the night over there. So I'm like, okay, so she has the ability to do so. It's just she's choosing not to because she wants, you know what. I honestly had a goal of nursing for a year, and then like I said, we kind of fell into the bad habit. And like me personally, I've been using it as a crutch. Like I'm like, you know what, it's gonna buy me some time in the morning, so here you go. Like, you know what I mean, to sleep a little bit longer. Or it calmed me down, where like if I felt stressed or something and I just wanted to lay down with her, she would get the comfort that she needed and I would get the relaxation that I needed. So I kind of used it as like a crutch for a little bit. And I feel like that was all part of my journey, which is really, really, looking back, like I'm so happy that I almost depended on myself and my body like that. But then comes around March 14th. It was March 13th. March 13th afternoon, she napped, nursed. Then that night, I forget what we were doing. I don't remember. It was the day after my birthday. But I ended up sitting there and I was like, oh no, they're sleeping. Now, I've always been looking up ways just when I felt ready, which I didn't know when I would feel ready. But I've been always looking up ways of like how people do it. Some people will do apple cider vinegar. Some people just do all different things. So I didn't know what I'd end up doing. But then randomly on the 13th night, I'm like, oh no, they're sleeping, they're sleeping. Shh, don't touch, they're sleeping. And she was like, okay, fine. She laid down and went to sleep. I'm like, and she slept through the night. I'm like, oh my gosh, I have not slept through the night since, I can't tell you how long, with her in my presence. Obviously, if she slept at my aunt and uncle's house, like, you know, I slept through the night. Actually, not even all the time. And then in the morning time, she didn't want it either. I'm like, oh my God. So then the 14th, nap time, she was freaking out and I ended up caving. That time, I didn't know it, but that was the last time I'd be nursing her. And I could get emotional. That was my last time nursing her, and it's crazy because I'm such an emotional person. I feel like if I went into my last nursing session with her knowing that it was my last one, it would have been waterworks the whole time. So I feel like me just randomly, abruptly stopping like that was almost better for my mental health as well, because it's been hard for me. It's been really hard, like the emotional, like disattachment from using my body to comfort her in that sense has been really hard. You need help? There you go. So that's one thing I feel like I'm kind of happy with the way that I did it, because if I knew that it was my last time, I wouldn't have wanted it to end, and then I would have been second guessing myself and being like, do I really need to do this right now? Like, am I ready? All that kind of stuff. So it was more of a me thing, honestly, than her. Like, she probably could have stopped a couple months ago, but I see. She probably could have stopped a couple months ago, but I just kind of dragged it out just selfishly because I wanted to comfort her with my body as long as I possibly could. Ever since the 14th, she's cried one time at night, but because like we do co-sleep, I kind of was just like rubbing her, and I still do that every night, but I was kind of rubbing her and I'm like, no, it's okay, like they're sleeping. And I almost caved, but I'm like, you know what, if I cave right now, she's gonna know that like if she cries hard enough, or if she cries enough, or whatever it is, that like she's gonna get it again. And like, where does the cycle end from there? So I was like, you know what, we'll just go through one hard like night. She cried for maybe like 2 minutes. Of course I was with her, I didn't leave her, but like she cried for like 2 minutes. I comforted her, she stopped, cried for like 2 minutes and then stopped. And then eventually she just stopped and we watched a movie and she fell asleep. So ever since then, It's been really good. Since I did also nurse her for her naps, she did stop napping for like almost like 5 days after that. I don't know if you guys remember in a previous like video that I did, but I was like, yeah, she hasn't napped in like 4 days. That was then because she wasn't napping because I wasn't nursing. So, and then when she fell asleep in the car that day, like I felt so like, oh my gosh, my baby, like she actually did it without nursing. So it's been a couple weeks now since I've last nursed and she's last latched, and it's been really good, honestly. I feel like I'm starting to feel, a new me again, if that's weird to say. I don't know, even after I've had her for 2 years now, like I just feel way different. Like I feel like a new woman, you know, I have my body back. That's pretty much my journey of me stopping nursing. I wanted to share that, especially because I'm kind of talking to my future self right now as well. Like, you just kind of have to rip the band-aid off. Like, it's never gonna feel right. I know I was never gonna feel ready. I know she probably would never give it up, but yeah, she still uses them for comfort. Like, she'll just like put her hand in there and kind of just like whatever, or she'll take them out and she won't latch, but she'll like give it a kiss and be like, love you. Like all these little things that like make my heart melt. And I just feel so accomplished that I was able to make it to almost 2 years. It's been a long ride. Enough of the sappy emotional stuff. Let's get into some fun questions that you guys want to know. You need help? There you go. Good job. How do you manage being a mom and still do everyday things? So ever since I've had her, I've never really stopped doing my everyday things such as chores. The only thing I'm having a hard time keeping up with or 2 things. One is 3 things. Okay, so maybe I am struggling a little bit. Laundry, I need to get in a better routine of. I've been trying so hard, but it's extremely hard. Laundry. Cooking, I've gotten a lot better with eating like breakfast and all these things, but I need to figure out more like meals that I can make way easier. Like I want to start like cooking dinner more and more. And then the last thing is my self-care appointments. I see. My self-care appointments definitely have like slowed down a bit, but I'm still getting them done. The way that I manage it is from the beginning, I included her in on everything. So like when it's time for mommy to blow dry her hair, it's time for mommy to blow dry her hair. When it's time for shower time, it's shower time. And then also like accept the help. That's something I definitely did not do in the beginning, but you need to accept the help. What do you do outside social media for work? So luckily, this is my full-time job. I feel very blessed that I'm able to make a living off of doing the things that I love, and that my career is literally doing whatever I want. Like, as crazy as that sounds, like you guys care about my everyday life. So I live my everyday life and it has become my work, thank God. And it also allows me to be home with my little munchkin. There you go. Do you feel ready for baby number 2? So I would...
2.
What?
2 or more.
Are you ready for a sibling?
Yes.
You are? Do you want a baby brother or a baby sister?
Baby sister.
Baby sister? She's definitely ready for a sibling. She always plays with her baby dolls and all that. But then again, she gets very jealous of me holding other babies, so we'll see about that. Do I feel ready? At this point in time, I would say probably yes. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, thank you. You want a balloon? Yeah, at this point in time, I think I would be, but I'm also loving just having one right now and enjoying Kyla at her age. So I'm not in a rush necessarily, but if it were to happen, I think now I can officially say I would not be nervous. Do you think having a child made things difficult in your relationship? So I definitely don't think having a child is like the reason of difficult times in a relationship. I feel like all of that comes with communication. Luckily, Cameron and I were dating for a very long time before we got pregnant with Kyla and we had Kyla. So I feel like we got the communication aspect of things down in our relationship. So when like I was having a hard time or he was having a hard time, whatever, we would communicate very effectively for that. But I will say that having a child adds another topic of argument and discussion. So there are certain things that you obviously wouldn't have spoken about or even like had any decision making to do regarding before having a child, because like I said, it's a whole new topic. So I wouldn't say that like having a child makes you like have difficult times in a relationship, but if we didn't have good communication, I could definitely see that becoming an issue. But no, like being a parent definitely did not cause difficult times in our relationship. That's a diamond. How are you mentally? Honestly, I am great. I am very, very good. I feel lighter. I don't know if it's all the timing of just having like me stopping nursing, or like I feel like it definitely took me a week or so for my hormones to regulate. Like I was very, very upset after I stopped, but I feel like I'm great now. Like especially today, I'm in such a good mood today, guys. Like I am in such a good mood. I feel like I'm on cloud 9 right now. I'm doing really, really well. I appreciate when you guys ask me that also. What is the reason you stopped to post on your couples channel? So actually, I don't know if you could hear, but Cameron's actually downstairs right now editing a video for our couples channel. We talk about it in that video, and we've spoken about it in multiple videos before, but I'll kind of just like touch base on it really quickly. Cameron and I have been having a problem with balance. That's, I feel like, one thing we 100% have struggled with since becoming a parent and homeowners. We got hit with a lot of like really big life changes really quickly, or not quickly, but like back to back, I should say. So honestly, his sleep schedule has just been horrible. It has been so bad, and it's been affecting our day-to-day life. But luckily, he noticed that there needed to be a change, and finally, we are getting into a better rhythm. And I feel like that's what also has helped me so much better mentally, because now that we're getting into a better routine of things, I feel happier because I don't feel like a load is on me in this aspect, or he doesn't feel like I'm giving him attitude because of XYZ. So like, not that we've been in a rough patch in our relationship, but we've been trying to figure things out. And the balance is finally happening. We've been waking up super early, way before Kyla, like getting things done, having our alone time, going to the gym. The reason we haven't been consistent is because of a lot of those factors. We've been having a really hard time balancing being parents, being in a good, healthy relationship, all while having personal alone time, focusing on our health, working. It's just been really hard. So I apologize for the lack of inconsistency. What's the matter, baby? Oh, you need the light on? Where we've been lacking inconsistency in your guys' eyes on social media and all that, we've been more consistent in other areas of our life that we've kind of put a hold on for a minute now. So we're just trying to slowly and surely get back. I really feel like today, it's not even 9, or it's 9:30 a.m. right now. He's editing a video for you guys. Me and Kyla are ready for the day. I've gone to the gym already. We've all had a very nourishing, healthy breakfast today. I feel like we're finally getting somewhere with this whole routine thing going down. Okay, so this one kind of goes back on that other question. Do you feel alone in parenting? It seems like in your videos, you're always alone with Kyla. So Cameron and I actually spoke about this on his stream. One thing I feel like gets a little bit blurred is that this is my personal channel. So this channel is for me and my life, okay? So you'll see Cam in the videos here and there, but this is my channel to the point where like you're gonna see me parenting, okay? You're not gonna see me and Cam parenting, because if you were to see that, then it would go on our together channel. Does that make sense? Do you ever regret motherhood? So I feel like I answered this question a little bit previously in my other Q&As. I don't regret motherhood at all. That is literally my purpose. She is my world. I would never, ever change me being a mom. I love it so much. But one thing I do wish I did before motherhood was take advantage of the mindlessness and the lack of thought of taking care of another being, if that makes sense. But you don't know that until you become a parent, because when people tell you, oh, take advantage of traveling, oh, take advantage of this and that before you have a child, you're like, okay, yeah, whatever. But like, I kind of wish I listened a little bit, because now even if I do travel, my mind is always checking like, is she okay? Is she okay? Like, oh, da 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 da. But before having her, I wouldn't even have like I wouldn't have had anything to check on, you know? So I don't regret it at all, but I do regret not listening to people prior saying to take advantage of those times, because just the mental of like, if you get it, you get it. Are you ready to put Kyla in a daycare setting? No, that is a hard no. I don't find anything wrong with daycare itself, obviously. I just don't think it's absolutely necessary for me right now, because we are two stay-at-home, work from home parents. So once again, if I feel like I'm lacking alone time, that means just like more balance needs to happen. We need to adjust this in his schedule, my schedule, whatever it may be, so that this way we can balance better in those aspects. So no, I haven't thought about putting her in daycare. I haven't wanted to put her in daycare. One thing I do want to start doing though is do more classes. Like we always take her to these indoor gyms and like these indoor play things. And now that the summer's coming up, I'm sure there's going to be more things like in person that we do with other kids, so this way she can socialize. But I want to start doing like a swim class. I want to sign her for swim class. Now that she's going to be 2, I think I can sign her up for not ballet, but maybe like a gymnastics class or some like my gym type class or something like that for flexibility. All those things I definitely want to start doing, but no, not daycare. And I'm gonna end this off on this last question. What is your favorite thing about Kyla? My favorite thing is, that's gonna be very hard, maybe her independence. Kyla is very, very smart and she's very independent. Like she just does her own thing. She learns. She has a yearn to learn like you would not believe. She knows so much. She's so smart. She can count. She's known how to count for months and months and months, up to 10. Now she's approaching 15. She knows her ABCs. She knows how to count down from number 3. Like she's very, very smart. She knows a lot. She's very independent. Like she just wants to do her own thing. She knows how to clean up. She knows how to feed herself. I really love her independence, and I feel like she got a lot of that from me because I am Miss Independent, I don't need anybody. I can fix things and do it all myself. But yeah, guys, that is gonna be the end of my Q&A. I hope you guys enjoyed, and honestly, I feel so happy. I feel like I'm having a really good day today, and I appreciate you guys being patient with me on this channel and supporting me, and then also patient on our couples channel. There's been a lot of changes behind the scenes happening, and I just feel so happy about all of them. So I hope you guys enjoyed this Q&A like I said, and if you guys like my videos, be sure to give it a big thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel if you are new. We hit 50,000 subscribers, which I'm so happy about, and I have you guys to thank for that. But I'm ready to hit 100K and see my name on that fat ass plaque. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna end it off here, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.